Hello, and welcome to my playthrough of Assassin's Creed. Today we're doing Memory Blocks 6 and 7. We're actually going to finish the first game in the series today. As we do the final run through, we're going to talk about the people that we run into, their historical sense, and before we do that, let's talk a little bit about where we are up to this point. But as you can see, we've loaded up and we look like we're in this machine. That is because we are playing as a man named Desmond Miles in the September of 2012. He was an assassin until the age of 16 when he ran away from his parents. Said they were crazy hippies. He would become a bartender in New York, where he was kidnapped by Abstergo Industries to relive this man's memories. After this cutscene, we'll talk a little bit more about where we're at.
Is now all that stands between us and victory. It is his mouth gives the orders, his hand pays the gold. With him dies the knowledge of the Templar treasure and any threat it might pose.
I still don't understand how a simple bit of treasure could cause so much chaos.
The peace of Eden is temptation given form. Merely look at what it's done to Robert. Once he tasted of its power, the thing consumed him. He saw not a dangerous weapon to be destroyed, but a tool. One that would help him realize his life's ambition.
He dreamed of power then.
Yes and no. He dreamed and still dreams. Like us, of peace.
But this is a man who sought to see the Holy Land consumed by war.
No, Altair. How can you not see when you're the one that opened my eyes to this?
What do you mean?
What do he and his followers want? A world in which all men are united. I do not despise his goal. I share it. But I take issue with the means. Peace is something to be learned, to be understood, to be embraced.
He would force it.
And rob us of our free will in the process.
Strange to think of him in this way.
Never harbor hate for your victims, Altair. Such thoughts are poison, and will cloud your judgment.
Could he not be convinced then, to end his mad quest?
I spoke to him in my way, through you. What was each killing if not a message? But he has chosen to ignore us.
Then there's only one thing left to do.
Jerusalem is where you faced him first. It's where you'll find him now. Let this final offering lend you strength. Go, Altair. It's time to finish this.
Alright. So we are playing as Desmond Miles, and he is reliving the memories of his ancestor from the Third Crusade. His name is Altair ibn La'ahad. We started as Altair in June of 1191, where he walked in on, he was on a mission to retrieve the Ark of the Covenant from the Knights Templar Grand Master Robert de Sable, and he failed, was reduced in rank from master to apprentice, and was given a list of 9 people to assassinate. We have at this point assassinated 8 of those 9 men, the last one being Robert himself. We're on our way to Jerusalem to do that assassination. He has found that throughout this quest that what the Robert and his men had wanted was an artifact within the Ark of the Covenant called a Piece of Eden. specifically this apple of Eden that, according to Altair's mentor, Al-Mualim, was the reason Adam and Eve left the Garden of Eden. It was what caused Moses to part the Red Sea, and Moses' brother Aaron, his staff, to become a snake. So they're essentially at war with the Templars over that artifact. So we're on our way now to kill Robert de Sable. Historically, Robert de Sable was the 11th Grand Master of the Templar Order. He was born in 1150 and he passed in 1193. He was a major military leader for the Christian forces during the Third Crusade. He helped Richard and the Crusaders by taking Acre in 1191, and he would go on to help win the Battle of Arsuf in September of 1191. How do I want to say this? The Templars, historically, were known officially as the poor fellow soldiers of Christ and the Temple of Solomon. They had a handful of other names as well, like the Order of Solomon's Temple, or the Knights Templar in general. But they were just known as Templars. What I found interesting about the Templars is that they were not just a military force. They were financiers. They were Christian moneylenders. And if my memory serves, 90% of their ranks were from non-militant bankers, essentially. That didn't go well. They were created in 1119, and then recognized by the Catholic Church. It wasn't until 1139 that they were recognized. And they were active until about 1312. Now, what is most interesting, is, to me anyway, isn't the creation. I ran right past the place I'm headed. Wasn't the creation of the Templars, it was their dismantling. But we'll get to that after we hop down here and talk to Malik, the Jerusalem's Rafiq. We're doing this a little bit differently. I'm going to talk to Rafiq and then do high points in conjunction with missions. Once I get all the missions and high points done, we'll come back and get our feather.
Seems fate has a funny way with things.
So it's true then. Robert de Sable is in Jerusalem.
I've seen the knights myself.
Only misfortune follows that man. If he's here, it's because he intends ill. I won't give him the chance to act.
Do not let vengeance cloud your thoughts, brother. We both know no good can come of that.
I have not forgotten. You have nothing to fear. We do not seek revenge, but knowledge.
Truly, you are not the man I once knew.
My work has taught me many things, revealed secrets to me. But there are still pieces of this puzzle I do not possess.
What do you mean?
All the men I've laid to rest have worked together, united by this man. Robert has designs upon the land. This much I know for certain. But how and why, when and where, these things remain out of reach.
Crusaders and Saracens working together?
They are none of these things, but something else. Templars.
The Templars are a part of the Crusader army.
Or so they'd like King Richard to believe. No, Their only allegiance is to Robert de Sable and some mad idea that they will stop the war.
You spin a strange tale.
You have no idea, Malik. But tell me where they've been seen. I should be after him before he slips away.
3 places I can say for certain. West of here, near both the guard tower and a hospital. And to the southwest, at the Church of the Holy Sepulchre. See what you can learn. I will do the same.
I'll be quick as I can.
Stay safe, my friend.
Oh, there we go. For some reason I thought there was going to be a feather. Okay, so we are now talking about the disbandment of the Knights Templar. It was Friday the 13th of October in 1307 when French soldiers arrested a group of Templars that would, after being tortured, did you say south or north? Oh, west. Okay. That after being tortured, admitted to committing sins like spitting on the cross, worshipping false idols, and other things of what would be considered sinful. Am I in the right area? I am in the right area. Let's look for the first nearest high point, nearest viewpoint. Right there? Yep, that's going to be where I start. So after about 5 months of that and a handful of trials, the current pope, which was Pope Clement, would issue a papal bill called Pastoralis Praeminente. At least that's as best as my Latin can give. That essentially allowed all Christian monarchs to arrest and siege all Templars and their property. Now, it wasn't until... Oh, it's over there, isn't it? Yep, it is over there. It wasn't until the papal bill Vox in Alexio that was issued by Clement in 1312 that fully disbanded the Templar Order. And that also had the trial... No, that's going to be close. The arrest, trial, and execution of their last Grand Master, Jacques de Molay. Come on, dude, get over. There we go. And that was his execution was in 1314. And what was interesting was I don't remember the exact quote, but he said something along the lines of he wanted to be tied up so he facing Notre Dame, and so he could be tied up and pray towards the cathedral. I don't quite remember exactly what it was that he said, but there was... Some people see it as a curse, and we'll talk about it a little later, specifically when we get into Assassin's Creed Unity, because that is seen in a little bit more detail during that game. But he ended up saying something, and I don't remember the exact quote, so I will end up looking up the exact quote later. But he stated something that was taken as a curse, and then Pope Clement and King Philip the Fourth, I think it was King Philip the Fourth, died within months of the execution.
Why not post your own men? Such as the sight
I thought it was interesting anyway.
Our presence here is cause enough.
But as we,
Imagine how the people would react seeing Crusader soldiers.
with that said, let's get in and
perhaps you should not attend at all.
work towards killing Robert.
And brother, and we will honor him as he passes from this world. You insult me by suggesting otherwise.
I'll post the man. I don't want trouble either.
Then stop trying to make it, and do as you've been asked.
Alright, so this is gonna be rough because of these guys. Because all they want to do is push me around. And I would much rather just execute them. Oh, wrong button. We're gonna... Oh good, they ran off. If I'd have realized they'd have run off after fighting those guys, I'd have done that first. Oh, we're not even getting a audio? Alright. I'll take that. Absolutely, we'll take that one. I almost feel bad for that one. Almost. Get over and try to do that informant. Hopefully it's not one of those crazy 6 people in 3-minute assassinations.
Safety and peace, Master. Have you seen all the vile Templars in town? I have been ordered to kill as many as I can before the burial of your latest victim, Majd-ud-Din. I am sure if it were your mission, it would be done in no time. I have learned much while looking for those Templars. I will share valuable information with you when you get back.
Oh, it is. It is like 6 of them. This is gonna be a pain. He's on the other side of the wall. Those groups. Lady, I'm gonna stab you. No, not you. That guy's really going overboard, isn't he? Ooh, that went... Oh, I don't think I've seen that one before. as well pick up this high point while I'm here. I wonder if that was a glitch. Probably was. Alright, let's get back over to the guy and see if we can do it this time.
Safety and peace, Master. Have you seen all the vile Templars in town? I have been ordered to kill as many as I can before the burial of your latest victim, Majd-ud-Din. I am sure if it were your mission, it would be done in no time. I have learned much while looking for those Templars. I will share valuable information with you when you get back.
Alright, let's go up after that guy. Really, dude? Guess we'll do that. And if you want to see me collect all the flags and collectible kills, please leave a comment below, and we will look into doing collectible Assassin's Creed videos after we run through the story of the series. Who saw me? Well, the reason why I'm on the ground is not so I can get pushed around by those guys, but so I can pickpocket someone like him and get some are you fucking kidding me? I'm glad they don't get too brutal with this game, because that opening there in his neck like that would have sucked.
Safety and peace, Master. Have you seen all the vile Templars in town? I have been ordered to kill as many as I can before the burial of your latest victim, Majd-ud-Din. I am sure if it were your mission, it would be done in no time. I have learned much while looking for those Templars. I will share valuable information with you.
Well, if you
when
stop
get
talking,
back.
I will go and take care of them. Or try to until someone sees me again. Nope, that's a citizen. Nope, that's a regular guard. Come on. There you are. I almost feel bad for that thug and just kind of see this guy drop dead in front of his face. Almost. Dunk. Nope, nope. Nope. If I didn't know better, I'd have thought that was an achievement. There we go. Now let's make it back over to that informant without dying or getting caught. The biggest reason why I play on the rooftops is it's just so much easier. Especially once you get throwing knives.
I know now why I joined our clan. Just to be in your presence is a gift from God. This is what I have learned about Robert's men. They are well prepared for battle. To fight them all at once would be unwise. Better to let them chase you for a while before striking back. But it is disrespectful for me to tell a master how he should behave in combat. Forgive me, Master.
Alright, let's see where we head now. What's best? We'll catch that one on the way back, I guess. Go to this place first. Yeah, well, I'm not gonna worry about you guys anymore, because I don't need to. Oh, that was weird. And there's a collectible killer. Again, if you are interested in any of the collections, leave a comment below. And after the story marathon is done, we'll look at doing collection videos. Up, dude, up. Oh, this I'm gonna get. As long as he doesn't throw me off the roof, we're fine. So I got enough health that he can't kill me. Alright, we're not gonna do that. Where's my eagle? Where's my sync point? There it is. Another flag. Eavesdrop. That way. So many Saracens here. Alright, so these guys are the eavesdrops. Here's the seat.
Did you see them? No, but I've heard the whispers. Is it true? Crusader knights in Jerusalem?
It is.
And?
Different from the others. Finely dressed and bearing expensive gifts.
We should relieve them of this burden.
They've made camp near David's citadel, close to the cemetery.
To attend the funeral?
So it seems.
Then let us visit their camp while they pay their respects.
Alright, next one. Actually, let's go down to this before we do that beat up. Wonder why those guys are standing there. They're definitely not protecting that flag. Wait a minute. You are without a doubt.
Here, my savior, you must help me. I was shadowing my prey, a group of Templars, when they saw me. I took flight, and although I evaded them, I twisted my ankle. I'm pathetic, I know. Please, don't tell Malik. I did overhear them say they were leaving town. Find them and kill them. Then I will reward you.
Well, that was bad. This president land on a guard. There's only two? Oh no, there's at least three. Oh, no, there's two. Oh, I hit him in the neck. At least it looked like it hit him in the neck. Two minutes to catch that guy. I don't know if I'm gonna make it. But he's on his way back. There we go. Let's get back to the informant. Get moving. Alright, well. Let's try not to bump into anybody stupid like that.
I am forever grateful. Malik would never have forgiven me. Here's what I know about the burial of Maj. Reaching Robert might prove difficult.
I'm
The number of guards-
gonna have a red candy.
You should befriend some scholars to approach him. That shouldn't be a problem for someone of your
Maybe I can have a red candy if it will open. There we go. They're all sticky and gooey. Apparently it's been too hot down here. Yep, it's been too hot down here. There's nothing else back there? Oh, I bet you that's where the funeral's gonna be. My memory serves me right.
Crusader knights walk the streets of Jerusalem and not in occupation. There is no evil in their hearts. And so
Nope.
we must seize this opportunity. Begin a dialogue, make amends. Together, we might finally bring truth to the ever-ephemeral promise of peace. We must be strong, we must be brave, and we must find the courage
It's a
to
little
face
gooey
those
for my taste.
we once called our enemies and now instead call them friends. The Crusaders come to Jerusalem, bringing with them an opportunity to end the fighting, to stop the war. That we may stand as one, we must not turn them away.
Dunk. Wish I could kick him while he was down. It'd make this so much easier. Hopefully it doesn't glitch out like it did before. The other previous sequence.
You speak of peace, but your words are hollow.
No, I speak the truth. Why would you say other?
You're a Templar.
So I am.
Then you are also a liar and a fraud, just like your master. Where is he? What does he intend?
It's peace he seeks, I swear it. And the proof is in his actions. A Christian at a Muslim's funeral. We want an end to all of this.
Only because it serves your needs.
This is a noble thing we want. The land will be united beneath our banner.
United through force. You'd enslave us all.
It is for the best.
No, it's not. And so long as my brothers and I breathe, you will not succeed.
Oh, I'm right at a high point. It's funny to me to read Robert's name and it just says Robert, but my brain immediately goes Robert. He's French. I know it's silly for me to think that way, but it's truth. How many? Where's my DNA? Oh, I only need one more. So as soon as I find that that last mission, I won't be doing any more high points. All right, giggity giggity. Can I make that jump? Oh no, there's a pickpocket here. I'm not even going to do this one. Score. Excuse me.
Bring that to your master then. It contains everything you asked for.
Your assistance in this most delicate of matters is greatly appreciated.
It is my job to keep the peace.
And keep it you will. You'll have no trouble from us.
It's not you and yours that concern me, but the citizens. You picked a strange time to visit our city.
We've simply come to pay our respects.
And stir up trouble for it.
It's not my fault your people can't tell enemy from friend.
Look, you've got what you came for. I think it's best you were on your way.
You need to move so I can get the last pickpocket in, bro. Thank you. Alright, acquired a map. Let's get out of here and head back to talk to Malik. Dude, go up. Bit ridiculous, if you ask me. That's not going to go well. Shoot. This... Dude, you need to leave me alone. Go away. Maybe I'll get lucky and he'll fall down and die. If you watch one of my previous streams, that did happen. Oh, that's not good. That's gonna... Oh, wow, how'd I land on that? Let's go get our feather.
You've the scent of success about you, brother.
I've learned much about our enemy.
Share your knowledge then. Let us see what can be done with it.
Robert and his Templars walk the city. They've come to pay their respects to Majd-ud-Din. They'll attend his funeral, which means so will I.
What is this that Templars would attend his funeral?
I have yet to divine their true intentions, though I'll have a confession in time. The citizens themselves are divided. Many call for their lives. Still others insist that they are here to parley, to make peace.
Peace?
I told you. The others I've slain have said as much to me.
That would make them our allies. And yet we killed them.
Make no mistake, we are nothing like these men. Though their goal sounds noble, the means by which they'd achieve it are not. At least, that's what Al-Mualim told me.
So what is your plan?
I'll attend the funeral and confront Robert.
The sooner the better. Fortune favor your blade, brother.
Malik, before I go, there's something I should say.
Be out with it.
I've been a fool.
Normally I'd make no argument, but what is this? What are you talking about?
All this time, I never told you I was sorry. Too damn proud. You lost your arm because of me. Lost Qadar. You had every right to be angry.
I do not accept your apology.
I understand.
No, you don't. I do not accept your apology because you are not the same man who went with me into Solomon's temple. And so you have nothing to apologize for.
Malik.
Perhaps if I had not been so envious of you, I would not have been so careless myself. I'm just as much to blame.
Don't say such things.
We are one. As we share the glory of our victories, so too should we share the pain of our defeat. In this way, we grow closer. We grow stronger.
Thank you, brother.
Rest if you need to, Altair, that you might be ready for what lies ahead.
Fast forwarding memory to a more recent one.
Alright, let's go to Majd-ud-Din's funeral and put another body in the ground. So, Malik, that Rafiq, was one that went to Solomon's temple with Altair. He ended up causing him his brother's life, Malik's brother's life. Dude, Malik's brother's life and Malik's arm. So he was very, oh, there's that dude. He was very vain, very, I wouldn't say cruel. He was very arrogant. So throughout the game, he goes through this redemption arc. He kills all these Templars and learns a little about who he is, really. Alright, that dude's off my back now. Oh, that's not gonna go well. Alright, let's just run. I'm gonna get hit with a rock. Wow, I'm not gonna get hit with a... I am right there! Oh, good. Go. Go, 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 go. Well, it looks like that's where I need to kill him at. Hi. Alright, let's just kill him. There's like 15 of them here. The memory wall's up because I have to be inconspicuous when I get in there. Not running, I'm murdering. Oh, that sword went crazy. I think that archer killed one of his guys for me. Alright, let's go be a murderer.
We gather here to mourn the loss of our beloved Majduddin, taken too soon from this world. I know you feel sorrow and pain at his passing, but you should not. For just as we are all brought forth from the womb, so too must we all one day pass from this world. It is only natural, like the rising and the setting of the sun. Take this moment to reflect on his life and give thanks for all the good he did. Know that one day you will stand with him again in paradise. As you know, this man was murdered We have tried to track his killer, but it has proved difficult. These creatures cling to the shadows and run from any who would face them fairly. But not today. For it seems one stands among us. He mocks us with his presence and must be
I'll
made
mock
to
you,
pay.
but I'm not here to pay my respects either.
Bring him forward that God's justice might be done.
So, let's do some murdering. Oh, that's right. I got hit by an arrow. I forgot where we got archers all over the place. Let's get out of here. It's not working well. We want to be where the archers are not. So let's try to fight here. That didn't sound right, did it? Shoot.
The short blade is best for quickly fending off multiple.
Yeah. Alright, we're gonna go right here. No! My goodness. Oh my
You have been
goodness.
exposed, killing some of your pursuit.
That's getting very, very tiring. Got it.
I would see your eyes before you die.
I sense you expected someone else.
What sorcery is this?
No sorcery. We knew you'd come. Robert needed to be sure he'd have time to get away.
So he flees.
We cannot deny your success. You have laid waste to our plans. First the treasure, then our men. Control of the Holy Land slipped away. But then he saw an opportunity to reclaim what has been stolen, to turn your victories to our advantage.
Al-Muallim still holds your treasure, and we've routed your army before. Whatever Robert plans, he'll fail again.
Ah, but it's not just Templars you'll contend with now.
Speak sense.
Robert rides for Arthur to plead his case that Saracen and Crusader unite against the Assassins.
That will never happen. They have no reason to.
Had, perhaps. But now you've given them one. 9, in fact. The bodies you've left behind, victims on both sides. You've made the Assassins an enemy in common and ensured the annihilation of your entire order. Well done.
Not 9. 8.
What do you mean?
You were not my target. I will not take your life. You're free to go, but do not follow me.
I don't need to. You're already too late.
We'll see.
So, that is Maria Thorpe. And she is Robert's squire. And she knew she was there to die, meant to fed to Altair like a wolf, like being like a sheep fed to wolf, and she went along with it. So yeah, it's kind of awkward that she would be okay with this, but she's Robert's squire, a Templar, and deeply, well, I don't know if she's how convicted she is, but she's pretty convicted to be like, yeah, I'm not right. I'll do that. I'll sacrifice myself for the greater good, so you can talk to Saracen and Crusader armies to get there. And since we're speaking of Saracen and Crusader armies, I wanted to take a moment and talk about their leaders. The Crusader army right now is being led by King Richard I, who was born September 8th, 1157, and would eventually die in April 6th, 1199. He was known as Richard the Lionheart because he was a very vicious, I wouldn't say vicious, ferocious would be the word I would use, battle commander and warrior. And in my opinion, the most interesting thing that I found about him was his death. He spent most of his life fighting and various wars, this crusade, and putting down uprisings in France and other places in Europe. But he was I don't remember the name of the battle, but he was doing a siege. He was leading a siege, and he was out checking the perimeter without his chainmail on. And while some of the stories differ, was it a man, was it a boy, but there was a dude on the ramparts with a crossbow and a frying pan, according to the stories, using the frying pan to block bolts. And he decided to take a shot at Richard. And I'm not sure if he hit him in the neck or if he hit him in the throat, but he hit him, and he hit him good. He didn't die straight away. Actually, at one point he had thought he might recover until his wound turned gangrenous. And as he was dying and he put his affairs in order, giving everything to his brother, all his lands to his brother John, and his riches to Otto, his nephew Otto, he would pardon the guy who shot him and set him free with 100 shillings.
It was a trap.
interesting to me anyway.
Returned to chaos. What happened?
Robert de Sable was never here. He sent another in his stead. He was expecting me.
You must go to Al-Mualim.
There's no time. She told me where he's gone, what he plans. If I return to Masyaf, he might succeed. And then, I fear we'll be destroyed.
We have killed most of his men. He cannot hope to mount a proper attack. Wait, did you say she?
Yes, it was a woman. Strange, I know. But that's for another time. For now, we must focus on Robert. We may have thinned his ranks, but the man is clever. He goes to plead his case to Richard and Salah ad-Din, to unite them against the common enemy. Against us.
Surely you're mistaken. This makes no sense. These two men would never.
Oh, but they would. And we have ourselves to
Now he's explaining the whole plan.
Men on both sides.
Want me to sit a chair this time?
Men important to both leaders. Robert's plan may be ambitious, but it makes sense. And it could work.
Look, brother. Things have changed. You must return to Masyaf. We cannot act without our master's permission. It could compromise the Brotherhood. I thought you had learned this.
Stop hiding behind words, Malik. You wield the creed and its tenets like some shield. He's keeping things from us. Important things. You were the one told me we could never know anything, only suspect. Well, I suspect this business with the Templars goes deeper. When I'm done with Robert, I will ride for Masyaf that we may have answers. But perhaps you could go now.
I cannot leave the city.
Then walk amongst its people. Seek out those who served the ones I slew. Learn what you can. You call yourself perceptive. Perhaps you'll see something I could not.
I don't know. I must think on this.
Do as you must, my friend. But it's time I ride for Arsuf. Every moment I delay, our enemy gets one step ahead of me.
Be careful, brother.
I will be. I promise.
Alright. And it's not like that little white dot there gave away that there was going to be something extra. That's gonna hurt.
You need something?
I think this is the first time I've come to this gate. At least that I remember. No, let's take the black one. I like the black one better than the white one. Prettier. So as we ride for Arsuf, let's talk about the leader of the Saracen army. And I'm going to butcher his name, but just a heads up. It is In-Nasar Salah ad-Din Yusuf ibn Ayyub. I think I did alright. But he was more commonly known as Salah ad-Din. He was born in 1937. Wow, 1937. He's quite young then. Well, he'd still be old, but he might still be alive. He was born in 1137 and died in March 1193. He was the Sultan of Egypt and Syria from 1174 till his death. He'd be, of course, the leader of the Muslims' army. And the defining battle, the final real battle, was the Battle of Jaffa, where he held off the Crusaders in 1192. That essentially ended the Third Crusade. He would make some concessions, allow Richard some port cities that would allow Christians to come in and trade. He would allow Christians to freely travel to Jerusalem as long as they were unarmed. And about a year after Richard left the Holy Land, he caught a fever and died. So it was rather... Where's the... How do I get up there? Oh, I hate this. There we go. Oh, no. There we go. There we go. Actually, that one was easier than I thought. That place has some tricky flag locations. You can't get them until... You can't get all of them in this area until sequence 4 or 5. You need the wall grab ability. And it's a bear. I think the last time I did do some videos about it before, and one of the worst ones was doing that one. Dudes, I don't have time to fight you. Get on the horse, Altair. Alright, fine. Dude. Oh, there's a one to kill. Where's the turn? Oh. I guess we'll take this white horse. So we have to go around this way. That didn't go well. But that palm tree was a horse. This way and then go, yep, hang a left. And then try to take that horse and ride hard. Take another left. Stay to the left. Got it. Good. As long as I don't run into any armies. Stick to the left. I wish the compass in the lower right hand corner had a actual map on it.
When you are exposed, throwing soldiers from rooftops and into structures is a useful way to create an escape route.
Alright, now it's time to get through, actually, we'll ride you as far as we can, the Battle of Arsuf, which happened, I want to say, September 1191. So since we started this game, it was July 1191. So we've gone from July to September. I know I have to take out these guys. Try to leave. Ooh, that could have been bad. I would like to save the... Well, you can tell they were limited by the, and they did a good job with the limited technology that they had. You can see they did it foggily, but the army, there's an army right there, army in a caravan. So they did well with their backgrounds here, at least. Ooh, didn't expect that. Goodbye. Can't see that flag's in the way. Thank you. I wanted to get down anyway. Goodbye. Oh, it does make me kill everybody. That I forgot. Yeah, how about no? Wonder how well this will work. So just counterattack with the blade. Man. Ooh, ooh, I can't tell if that was his throat or his eye. That's one way to get a guy off your blade is punch him in the jaw. Who's next? Come at me, bro. Yeah, that one went through the top of his head. Through his eye. Really? Just die! Wow. It's a pain. More bloody Saracens! Ooh. Ooh, he came right through my guard, didn't he? Come of them are saying that they'd end my life and watch me kill all their friends. Looks like a sword would have gotten stuck like that. Okay, didn't expect that to be a counter. Five more to leave in the death of our Sooth. Yeah, he didn't do that well, did he? Anyone else? Alright, here we go. Looks like we might actually be on to the Richard. Hi, Crusaders. Hey, guys. Nope, I gotta kill all you guys too. Save that guy for a minute in it.
Come no further. Hold a moment. It's words I bring, not steel.
Offering terms of surrender then? It's about time.
You misunderstand.
That's King Richard, by the way.
One of them sends me, not Salahuddin.
Assassin! What is the meaning of this? And be quick with it!
You've a traitor in your midst.
And he has hired you to kill me? Come to gloat about it before you strike? I won't be taken so easily!
It's not you I've come to kill. It's him.
Speak then! That I may judge the truth! Who is this traitor?
Robert de Sable.
My lieutenant!
He aims to betray.
That's not the way he tells it. He seeks revenge against your people for the havoc you've wrought in Arkler. And I'm inclined to support him. Some of my best men were murdered by some of yours.
It was I who killed them, and for good reason. Hear me out. William of Montferrat. He sought to use his soldiers to take Acre by force. Gagné de Naplouse. He would use his skills to indoctrinate and control any who resisted. Sabran. He intended to block the ports, preventing your kingdom from providing aid. They betrayed you, and they took their orders from Robert.
You expect me to believe this outlandish tale?
You knew these men, better than I. Are you truly surprised to learn of their ill intentions?
Is this true?
My liege, it is an assassin that stands before us. These creatures are masters of manipulation. Of course it isn't true.
I've no reason to deceive.
Oh, but you do. You're afraid of what will happen to your little fortress. Can it withstand the combined might of the Saracen and the Crusader army?
My concern is for the people of the Holy Land. If I must sacrifice myself for there to be peace, so be it.
This is a strange place we find ourselves in. Each of you accusing the other.
There really is no time for this. I must be off to meet with Saladin and enlist his aid. The longer we delay, the harder this will become.
Hold a moment, Robert.
Why? What do you intend? Surely you do not believe him?
It is a difficult decision, one I cannot make alone. I must leave it in the hands of one wiser than I.
Thank you.
No, Robert, not you.
Talk about cocky now, ain't it?
The Lord. Let this be decided by combat. Surely God will side with the one whose cause is righteous.
If this is what you wish,
It is.
so be it. To arms, assassin!
And yet, it is supposed to be one-on-one, and nope. He's not even in this battle. This is all, peons, essentially. Get out of there. I need to get away from that memory bearer because that's going to be a problem with Robert.
The time for games is ended.
I wonder if this will work. Oh, it wasn't an instant kill? That'll work. See you, Robert.
It's done then. Your schemes, like you, are put to rest.
You know nothing of schemes. You're but a puppet. He betrayed you, boy, just as he betrayed me.
Speak sense, Templar, or not at all.
9 men he sent you to kill, yes? The 9 who guarded the treasure's secret.
What of it?
It wasn't 9 who found the treasure, assassin. Not 9, but 10.
A 10th? None may live who carry the secret. Give me his name.
Oh, but you know him well. And I doubt very much you'd take his life as willingly as you've taken mine.
Who?
It is your master, Al-Mualim.
But he is not a Templar.
Did you never wonder how it is he knew so much? Where to find us, how many we number, what we aspire to attain?
He is the master of the assassins.
We, master of lies. You and I just 2 more pawns in his grand game. And now, with my death, only you remain. Do you think he'll let you leave, knowing what you do?
I've no interest in the treasure.
Ah, but he does. The only difference between your master and I is that he did not want to share.
No.
Ironic, isn't it? That I, your greatest enemy, kept you safe from harm. But now you've taken my life, and in the process, ended your own.
Interesting thought, isn't it?
Well fought, assassin. It seems God favors your cause this day.
God had nothing to do with it. I was the better fighter.
Ah, you may not believe in him, but it seems he believes in you. Before you go, I have a question.
Ask it then.
Why? Why travel all this way? Risk your life 1,000 times, all to kill a single man.
He threatened my brothers and what we stand for.
Ah, vengeance then.
No, not vengeance. Justice, that there might be peace.
This is what you fight for. Peace. Do you see the contradiction?
Some men cannot be reasoned with.
Like that madman, Saladin.
I think he'd like to see an end to this war as much as you.
So I've heard. I've never seen.
Even if he doesn't say it, it's what the people want. Saracen and Crusader alike.
The people know not what they want. It's why they turn to men like us.
Then it falls to men like you to do what is right.
Nonsense. We come into the world kicking and screaming, violent and unstable. It is what we are. We cannot help ourselves.
No. We are what we choose to be.
Your kind. Always playing with words.
I speak the truth. There's no trick to be found here.
We'll know soon enough. But I fear you cannot have what you desire this day. Even now, that heathen Saladin cuts through my men and I must attend to them. But perhaps, having seen how vulnerable he is, he will reconsider his actions. Yes. In time, what you seek may be possible.
You were no more secure than him. Do not forget that. The men you left behind to rule in your stead did not intend to serve you for longer than they had.
Yes. I am well aware.
Then I'll take my leave. My master and I have much to discuss. It seems that even he is not without fault.
He is only human, as are we all. You as well.
Safety and peace be upon you.
That is memory block 6. I believe we have... well, I can't move him, so looks like we're going to have a modern day sequence, and then we're going to hop into number 7, and when we get into 7, I'll talk about Al-Mualim. But it's a very interesting thought process that he just pulled out, didn't it?
I said get up,
Let's see what's going on.
Listen.
Oh no.
Seems your assassin friends found us.
What?
How'd you do it, Desmond?
Hey, look, I don't know what you're talking about, but whatever's going on
Remember the
down
email
there,
we saw the other
it's got
day?
nothing to do with me.
They're here for you, and I sure as shit didn't invite them.
No, Lucy did. Saw the email.
What's the situation down there? Can you contain it, or do I need to evacuate the prisoner? God damn you, Desmond. You couldn't leave well enough alone.
I told you I had nothing to do with this. How would I even contact them? Telepathy? Come on.
Doesn't matter. They'll be dead soon enough. Here, have a listen. Looks like the cavalry won't be coming.
No, Doc. We're freaking out a minute ago.
His eyes are
The
weird.
research facility not as secure as you thought it was? Worried they'll be back with more?
I don't think so, Desmond.
What Lucy here is trying to say is that there aren't any assassins left to come for you. We've been very busy this past year, hunting down your little enclaves, your desert communes and whatnot. I'm afraid you're on your own. Rest up, Mr. Miles. Tomorrow, we finish this.
I'm sorry, Desmond.
You mentioned the desert. Do you think...
They sent a team there, but the place was deserted. I don't know where your parents are, and I can't promise they're still alive. But I think they got away.
Thanks. Thanks for checking.
It's not as bad as it seems.
What are you talking about? They just killed, literally killed, my only chance of getting out of here. And then I find out the assassins are all but destroyed, and Christ, I still don't know what these people are planning. But I do know they plan to kill me when they're done. I am screwed, okay? What do you want me to do?
Just try and have a little faith. Have faith. Rest up, Desmond. You're gonna need the energy.
So we'll check it out later. But I'm fairly certain all she did was this. Was held back the finger. Because I don't think it's actually gone. Actually, we're probably going to check. Nope, it's not.
Aren't you tired?
Alright, we'll check email one more time after we pop in here. Maybe we'll get in the conference room this time. Don't hold your breath, though. And poof, she gone. Oh, we got in here this time. Score. I don't remember what's in here. Alright, we got one analysis by Alan Rickon. Didn't we? Uh, 12 through 16, while the PC remains our priority, we must continue working to locate. We applaud your continued efforts to locate alternative artifact following the loss of number 2 in the Denver satellite accident. We understand 17 is having trouble interfacing with the Animus, leading to delays. As an update, in the meantime, we're prepared for extraction team and set them to standby. We're requiring the other object. So you must unlock that final memory, or this has all been nothing. So Piece of Eden number 3 would be the apple, Altair's apple. So there's a handful, so that's interesting. Subject 12 indicates that a ship briefly manifested in a future state for approximately 18 minutes. It's unclear whether the timeline is consistent with or parallel to our own, although we have recovered enough data to reconstruct the original artifact, setting paradox concerns. So possibly a PoE that does time travel. As an object found in interface with or manipulate time must be contained. Artifact will be moved to secure storage. The Tunguska incident. Research station destroyed was an artifact. Alternate wave generation devices have been located in storage, but we have insufficient data at the moment to initiate research. The risk of accident is too high. Lineage discovery and acquisition should attempt to locate assassins of any attack survivors, assassin or brotherhood. So it's got the assassin brotherhood, so I wonder if brotherhood here means Templar. In order to contain research, resurrecting this particular type of tech will aid us greatly in interesting. Grail. Confirm. Aside from the piece of Eden, all other artifacts related. Oh, the Holy Grail. May the Father of Understanding guide you to success. That's very interesting. I don't remember reading this, but it makes me wonder if that PoE mixed with Layla's animus can help change the future or the past. I'll have to do some looking into that. That could be very interesting for Assassin's Creed Odyssey. Very interesting indeed. We've read all those. Oh, well, I'm surprised they let me in without reading that email. Very interesting. Very interesting indeed. Alright, so that we just read. Those we read before. Let's check this one out. Alright, so I'll give you a second to read that and then I'll skim through it. Be retired. Don't remember what the deal is with the fluoride. And that doesn't look too interesting, except for maybe a Mexican drug cartel thing. Alright, let's head to the bed and then to the Animus.
Get up!
Even earlier than usual, Doc.
I'd like to get this over with as quickly as possible.
If you say so.
Don't be so glum, Mr. Miles. Today is a historic day. One that will be remembered for years to come. Remembered by some of us, anyway.
He's excited to kill Desmond. Thought they were getting so close, too. Alright, here we go. The memory they want.
Remember to reach out for ledges should you fall while climbing.
Alright, so as we're getting ready here, let's talk a little bit about Al-Mualim. To my understanding, that just means the mentor.
Where is everyone?
Gone to see the master.
Or the master.
Did they attack again?
They walk the path
What path? What are you talking about?
towards the light.
Speak sense.
There is only what the Master shows us. This is the truth.
You've lost your mind.
You too will walk the path, or you will perish.
Creepy,
For
creepy.
the Master commands.
Camera's even a little odd.
What's
a
he
little
done
off.
to you?
Praise be to the Master, for he has led us
Whatever.
to the light.
So, Al-Mualim is based on, and I'm probably going to murder his pronunciation here again, Rashid ad-Din Sinan, who was known as the Old Man of the Mountain, and was born sometime between 1131 and 1135, would die in 1193, and he was the leader of the Syrian sect of assassins. He would send 2 separate assassinations that failed to Salah ad-Din. Let's take a moment. Oh, I thought I had to fight these guys. Alright. No? Yeah. Infidel died. We are brothers. Ouch. But one of his most notable acts was that he took credit for the 1191 assassination of Conrad of Montferrat. He wrote a letter in 1193 to Leopold V of I think he was the Duke of what was he the Duke of? Austria. On behest of King Richard, stating that he was the one who ordered the assassination of Conrad. And based on our conversation when we killed William, Conrad's father, I thought that was all a really interesting twist once I got there. Oh, there's more? I thought these were friends. Alright, time to focus. Time to kill some assassins. It interests me that he's not marked with an X on the mini-map. He's still marked with the assassin symbol. So let's not take the readings on the computer that we read were weird without context. But let's take a moment and talk about what we've discovered. With Al-Mualim being part of the Templars. So he was the Templar
You picked a fine time
leading
to arrive.
the Assassin Brotherhood.
So it seems.
Guard yourself
Oh, that's
well,
probably not
friend.
good.
Al-Mualim has betrayed us.
Yes. Betrayed his Templar allies as well.
How do you know?
After we spoke, I returned to the ruins beneath Solomon's temple. Robert had kept a journal, filled its pages with revelations. What I read there broke my heart, but it also opened my eyes. You were right, Altair. All along our master has used us. We were not meant to save the Holy Land, but deliver it to him. He must be stopped.
Be careful, Malik. What he's done to the others, he'll do to us given the chance. You must stay far from him.
What would you propose? My blade arm is still strong and my men remain my own. It would be a mistake not to use us.
Distract these thralls then. Assault the fortress from behind. If you can draw their attention away from me, I might reach Al-Mualim.
I will do as you asked, Dai.
The men we face, their minds are not their own. If you can avoid killing them.
Yes. Though he has betrayed the tenets of the Creed, it does not mean we must as well. I'll do what I can.
It's all I ask. Safety and peace, my friend.
Your presence here will deliver us both.
Come a long way, because the very first time they meet, when Malik was a Rafiq, was safety and peace. Your presence here brings me neither to safety and peace. Your presence here will deliver us both. So he's basically thrown it all away because he couldn't share. He was corrupted by the power of the apple.
Innocence. and I must be careful not to harm them.
Oh, they're moving on their own. So it's very interesting to me that he would just throw it all away because he wanted the apple. And he had the ability to protect everything with being a Templar and an assassin. But let's see what the apple can do. Besides control minds.
So, the student returns.
I've never been one to run.
Never been one to listen either.
I still live because of it.
What will I do with you?
Let me go.
Oh, Altair. I hear the hatred in your voice. Feel its heat. Let you go? That would be unwise.
Why are you doing this?
I found proof.
Proof of what?
That nothing is true. And everything is permitted. Now, destroy the betrayer.
And then here's the 9 men we just killed. Isn't this awkward? A ghost of Christmas past. Nope, I don't think so. Goodbye, Jubair. And Talal. At least I think that was Talal. Nah, I lost track of who's dead and who's not now. Sorry, William. Where's Majdadin? This is the last one to live. The bodies even disappeared.
Why are you afraid?
I have stood before 1,000 men, all of them superior to you, and all of them dead, by my hand. I am not afraid.
Prove it.
What could I possibly fear? Look at the power I command.
It's like 2, 4, 9 of them, some more. Nope, nope, nope. Nope. There we go. Again.
Have you any final words?
You lied to me. Called Robert's gold found, and all along it was yours as well.
I've never been much good at sharing.
You won't succeed. Others will find the strength to stand against you.
This is why, so long as men maintain free will, there can be no peace.
I killed the last man who spoke as such.
Bold words, boy. Just words.
Then let me go. I'll put words into action. Tell me, Master, why did you not make me like the other assassins? Why allow me to retain my mind?
Who you are and what you do are twined too tight together. To rob you of one would have deprived me of the other. And those Templars had to die.
Had to die.
The truth is, I did try. In my study, when I showed you the treasure. But you are not like the others. You saw through the illusion.
Illusion?
And that's all it's ever done. This Templar treasure, this piece of Eden, this word of God. You understand? Red Sea was never parted. Water never turned to wine. It was not the machinations of Iris that spawned the Trojan War, but this! Illusions! All of them!
What you plan is no less an illusion. To force men to follow you against their will.
Is it any less real than the phantoms the Saracens and Crusaders follow now? Those craven gods who retreat from this world that men might slaughter one another in their names? They live amongst an illusion already. I'm simply giving them another. One that demands less blood.
At least they choose these phantoms.
Or do they? Aside from the occasional convert or heretic?
It isn't right.
Ah, and now logic has left you. In its place, you embrace emotion. I'm disappointed.
What's to be done then?
You will not follow me, and I cannot compel you.
And you refuse to give up this evil scheme.
It seems then we are at an impasse.
No, we are at an end.
I will miss you, Altair. You were my very
So where is his
best
pocket
student.
that he put that in? And why did he decide to
Blind, Altair. Blind is all you have of me.
put the apple away to fight me? Hold him still and then hit him. And this is the worst part, because you have to come to him, find where he's hiding because of the shiny thing. He holds the apple up, and you have to take and block his shots, because he gets one in, you're dead. Luckily he's grabbing me and not attacking me. You can see the two flags in Masayaf in this garden. Oh, he must be up. Yep, there he is.
My blade sees for me, Amor. It cuts through the darkness.
Come at me, man. It's time for you to die. I don't like fighting on stairs. Got him.
Impossible. The student does not defeat the teacher.
الشيء واقع مطلق بل كل ممكن.
So it seems.
I don't know what that means.
You have won then. Go and claim your prize.
You held fire in your hand, old man. It should have been destroyed.
Destroy the only thing capable of ending the Crusades and creating true peace? Never.
Then I will.
We'll see about that.
Here we go. This is what they wanted. Right here. This moment.
This also was a chasing after wind. For in much wisdom is much grief. And he that increaseth knowledge increaseth sorrow. Destroy it! Destroy it as you said you would.
Temple locations
I can't.
for more pieces of Eden.
We've got it.
we'll play until we get credits.
What the hell was that?
Well, we've got them. How many? At least half a dozen.
There's more than that.
We should assume some amount of decay. I can't imagine they'll all still be functioning. At least 2 appear to reside on land masses that no longer exist.
We'll dispatch teams to each site and determine viability. We only need 1, after all.
What about the rest?
Collect them. Let's not leave anything to chance. Last thing we need is some damn survivor making trouble for us in the new world.
And the assassin?
We have what we need. Kill him.
Wait. You know how these things work. I doubt we'll be able to walk right in.
What's your point?
We might need him. His memories. I'd recommend we hold him until we have confirmation that there aren't any surprises waiting for us at the sites.
This is a waste of time.
You said it yourself. We shouldn't leave anything to chance.
Just trying to keep him alive.
Sure we have no further need of him. Then kill him.
Fine.
Desmond's just sitting on the table like he's a big doofus.
Stop undermining my authority.
I just saved your ass.
Let's go. We've got a lot of work to do. Don't get too comfortable, Mr. Miles. We'll be back for you soon enough.
What the hell is that?
Uh-oh, something's happening to him. So, before we leave, before I hop in there, I wonder if I can look at the computers. Take a look at messages. Nope. Alright. So that just means we stand still. We take a look at all this stuff. Can I actually read that? I don't think I've ever tried to read this one. Doesn't make any sense to me. There it is.
Oh my god. Looks like... Is that blood? The hell were they keeping here before me? What happened to it?
See the Omega sign.
What does it mean, I wonder?
There it is. There's Assassin's Creed. Essentially, Desmond gained Altair's eagle vision through what's called the bleeding effect, basically spending too much time in the Animus. And the Templars are going to hold him in case they need him to gather up more pieces of Eden. But we will continue on with that kind of story during our next recording, our next playthrough, where we start Assassin's Creed 2. I have been Mr. Nose, and this has been a pleasure for me. Thank you, and I hope to see you soon.